Okay, so today we're going to talk about change. What is change? How do you inflict change? And where change can be presented for yourself when you want it to be, and how you necessarily take the actionable steps to do that. So, for me personally, right now, I'm trying to upgrade myself to the next level. And to me, the next level is going to be, just starting to make content now, becoming more of a creator, more of a writer, more of a businessman. I'm now getting into like entrepreneurship, and I'm starting to build my app, and I'm starting to build like all these things. And it's a very big shift difference comparative to who I once was, which I used to be, an avid weed smoker. Um, I would be a people pleaser. I would be like chasing for validation and love and all these other things, and all the things that I was chasing for and trying to achieve from external validations that I just didn't take the time and purpose to just find within myself. So this year has been a big intentional thing, and that's really been the main goal of the whole year, is to gain more intention for my actions, for intention on who I want to be, intention on what I've got now versus what I'm intending to plan on doing with that. All the actions and behaviors and emotions and habits that I carry with myself now, I understand that really have a big play and part into who I'm developing into. And so um, it's a very crucial step that where you find yourself making faults, that you make the change to inflict that personal empowerment, I guess you could say, or betterment for yourself. So, um, the number one thing I say that I'm starting to realize that you have to like really inflict this like discipline into is where your natural unconscious programming kind of just plays automation all day, where you're, what I'm saying, doing the same things you would do, and you would carry on the same actions, habits, and behaviors, and all of these things you would carry on because that's just what your mind found comfortable and efficient. And that's really what your brain is supposed to do on the unconscious parts of things. It's supposed to keep things feeling most efficient and most habitual to the point of comfort, which is if you have bad habits and all these things, they're going to feel almost as if they're uncontrollable, or if they're like happening and you're not even trying to do them. And it goes for good and bad habits, obviously, but the purpose is to really see, like, if you see a bad habit, or you have the awareness to know that you're in partakings of bad habits, that you really have the awareness to see that first before you can really inflict questions about it. Where did it come from and how do you change it? And then you have to consciously be prepared and consciously be disciplined enough to keep your awareness open, really not allowing too much to get past you, that you really have more meaningful moments, and you're really more intentional with everything that you're doing. Hence the goal of the year. So really, it's just really a conflicting battle with yourself. I'm honestly being real. Like I'm really 2 weeks deep into a new kind of set schedule where I'm trying to really make my productivity as maximized as possible. And this is along with, all of the things that I already have. So I have already 2 jobs. I already have, what I'm saying, I have a child that I take care of in when I have her. Um, I'm now trying to implement more things. So I'm trying to make journaling like a non-negotiable thing, even though it's kind of like an already non-negotiable thing where I don't have to really um, direct myself to it more often because I can honestly just do it on my own. But like, I want it to be a daily thing where my ideas just spew from me and my thoughts just spew from me. I'm trying to control my lust, my lustful actions, my uh, my devious behaviors. I'm really trying to like find more unison with things. I'm not trying to just get attached with strangers or to strangers or just like enjoy what strangers can provide for me that I provide already for myself. I'm really trying to fill my cup to the point where I don't need it to be filled anymore. And for a relationship aspect, I just really want to just like someone for who they are exactly. Um, yeah, I'm trying to build this app. The app, I'm really learning coding aspects, which I don't know very well. I've tried in the past and I've failed, but I've built up a enemy sort that fuels me to really learn this stuff, and it's a battle every day. This is only week 2 of really locking myself in. Like, I mean, when we say lock in, we mean literally like just deep focus and stuff. But I've literally been locking myself in. Like, I've been like closing off my door. I've been like just keeping myself confined to a space where I have everything I need here to be as productive as possible and leave myself in little to no space as to outside of reasonings. Um, and it's conflicting as hell. I mean, once you really start to try and be different, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of thought, and it takes a lot of effort, but really takes a lot of more consistency because, again, the unconscious like habits and things they'll come at you, and they'll keep coming at you. They'll keep coming at you. You want to scroll on your phone for 2 hours, but you really can't. Like, you can't afford to. That's a thought that you have to have. You have to be like, I can't afford to scroll on my phone for an hour or 30 minutes even, because I have to do um, a coding aspect for my journaling page that I want on my app. Like, you have to have like a real dedication and real reasoning to triumph over your old habits, because it's those moments where you're just about to get a breakthrough that you fall into like the smallest bad habit and you push yourself back 15 more steps, because now your brain is starting to recognize, hey, it was okay in the beginning, it was okay, so let's just keep it there. And you really have to coach your own mind. You have to be conscious for a X amount of days before what you once needed um, to be habitual is now habitual, but it takes consistent and constant effort to make it habitual. And it's conflicting in the midst of it all. I mean, once you're really starting it out, you'll get all types of roadblocks and all these things that you have to really bypass, because if you don't, how are you going to achieve what you want to achieve? Um, and so, like, I've just been giving myself more tools, and I want people to really take this too. You really need to grasp in more tools for yourself to ensure that you are as successful as possible. Like, you need to make sure that with whatever it is you're chasing after, or whatever it is that you desire to gain, that you ensure everything around you um, reassures that that goal is going to be achieved. Like, I mean, for my new for my new set in stone like priorities now and skills and everything, I make sure that I have now a book or a notepad that really just has a reminder for my entire week. I have my entire week planned out. My whole week is planned out, and I intend on making all of these goals happen. Um, I intend to be more healthier, and I'm doing exactly that by, you know what I'm saying, getting the most natural food I possibly can, making sure I get my macros, and it's been doing exactly that. In mental spaces, I've been making sure that I'm reassured with myself. I don't look for external validation, and though it is obviously nice to get, um, that's not a reliable source, and it's not a source that you should be intending on looking for. Um, Anything that you can get from the outside, I feel as though you need to praise it to be, you can provide that for yourself without the need of someone else, without the need of another. Um, because that really builds that stability and that strength, and it deepens more reasoning as to why you are successful, deepens more reason as to why you are going to be exactly who you want to be. And it's because you've given yourself the love, the prosperity, and the desirable actions and the actionable steps to make that exactly true. Um, and yeah, change is really where you make the conscious actions when your unconscious habits start to trigger off. And um, I just made a little bit of a quote yesterday, which is going to be, it's kind of my aspiration for this week. So I like to give this off. I put, if mind does not match reality, it is a mental illusion. If mind works for reality, it is momentum. If mind rests in reality, it is freedom. So, where I'm at right now, I'm working for my reality. Um, my mind is will give me the dreams and goals that I want, um, but I've learned to minimalize that and really um, dream for those actionable steps now instead of just the end result. And I'm finding more and more compassion and empathy with myself throughout the journey, that I originally didn't really have. And it's really starting to bring a happiness, deep within me. Even though I'm not jolly, I'm not laughing around, ha ha, he he, I'm still getting more achievement and I'm getting my goals, and it's fulfilling. So I really want you people that watch to just gain more love for yourself, because that's the strongest love you can really gain and give. And yeah, that's really it. So if you like the video, just like the video, comment your thoughts. I would love to banter and talk about just, really thoughts about these type of things with other people. And share the video with someone you know of. Share the video with someone that needs this. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for your choice of attention.